I have more to say about climate change as it relates to policy. Um, we're in a position in the current moment where an entire industry is being threatened. Uh, Here's my reasoning as a human being. I simply accept, I just accept that we're going to be moving forward with green energy. Here's the reasoning behind that. I I accept that because I understand that nations go to war over resources, and energy is one of those main resources. So, the more we develop our own security, the less likely we are to go to war. Now, our president, President Trump, he was aware of that, and he gave us energy security, which means we don't need to fight over energy. And the Democrats are saying, no, 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 no. We need to go back to fighting over that energy. We just got to be insecure in this area. We can't be secure in this area. Why can't we be secure in this area? Why are you taking away our security? We have the security now. Why are you taking away that security? Is that in the interest of the United States of America? And then I see people losing their jobs, and these are more likely people who are going to be blacklisted and not be able to get jobs. So what do? We make sure each of those people who lost jobs are retrained and sent to those solar factories to make panels. We make sure of that. We make sure that's in the legislation. We ensure that those people receive training. And how about those solar factories being set up right there in the Midwest where they lost their jobs, right along the pipeline conduit? How about that? You know, some sensible solutions. Now, my argument, and it continues to be the argument, and this is a wise, I'm sure the fossil fuel industry and the power energy have more money than I can even imagine. I'm sure they have strong minds that work on all of this. What I can say is that from the killer perspective, the ones who hate America, well, they see that as you stealing somebody else's property. That's not yours anyways. That belongs to the indigenous people that you killed. And they're just stealing it from you, just like you stole it from them. They're stealing that wealth, and they're making it so you can't use that wealth anymore. That wealth that you got by luck because it's on your property, fuck. I live in Oklahoma, man. I can drive down the street and see a fucking well on one side of the street that's fucking filling 10 trucks a day. And then I go to my house, or the old ranch where I used to live, and it didn't have any oil on it at all. So I think, just this other guy just on the other side of the street, he's making all this fucking money. And there's none of that money right here. It's literally like a luck kind of thing when it comes to the energy game. And the landowners are the ones who profit from that, the people who own the land. But where'd they get the land from? Where'd that come from? So the people around you want to rationalize that, and they see that as patriarchal power that they want to destroy. Makes sense, right? I mean, you create these energy fields, using the government as something that we own. It's ours. So there's a path to energy independence there. It's just a long path. And it's not a path. Why do we give up our security right now? Why do we do that? That makes no sense. Why do we give up our security right now for security that we can have later on? I would say that's a really unwise move for our country. It just does not make sense. We can stage these things and we can move through these things slowly. It is not a crisis. Here's the thing, right? And then people love to go crazy with the fucking global warming shit, man. I mean, I know. Here's the thing that I know about the global argument that other people don't. And that's that I just don't know. It's like that. The people around me, they can say, there's all this evidence this way, there's all this evidence that way. Whatever. You just don't know. The president talks about hurricanes and tornadoes and wildfires and all this shit. And I say, maybe. But you can't just sit there. You're sitting there becoming hysterical over a bunch of maybes. You don't have any real solid information. Otherwise, it would be doctrine, and it's not. So there's a certain degree of hysteria and fear. I would say that this move right here is a direct attack against Trump supporters. That's the effect. That is literally the effect to all of this legislation and this hard line on energy. I mean, and it's not a transitional line. It's a hard line. It's everything ends and you lose all your money and lose your jobs. And you can't get jobs again. And we take power. Dun, 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 dun. It's just like, to me, I see what's written between the lines here. And I just like hear the screaming voices of people burning. And to me, that's like, unnecessary, unwise. It makes us insecure when we don't have to be. Why do we do that? Why do we do that? Why do we decide we're just going to be insecure? Why do we do that?